It's Rapture Theatre's latest production. We're very excited about it. We've got a great cast and we're in the midst of rehearsals at this very moment. This is perhaps one of the greatest plays of the 20th century, and it's fitting that we're staging it in the centenary of its writer Arthur Miller. It's set in the backyard of Joe and Kate Keller, and Joe and Kate lost their son Larry during the Second World War, and the play is set just after that point. And they've planted a tree in his honour as a kind of remembrance. However, the night before the play starts, his tree, during a storm, gets blown down. It's not only this that precipitates the drama. Other things start to happen, they get visitors, etc. And it's not just Larry's disappearance that the family can't put behind them. Joe's past and the family's past creeps up on them during the course of the play. It's a wonderful play about family, about responsibility, about fathers and sons and mothers and daughters. It's got something in it for everybody. It's very funny, it's very dramatic, it's got great characters, great acting.
Hello, I'm Paul Shelley and I'm playing Joe Keller in this play, All My Sons. One of the great parts for an actor of my age. It really is, and one of the great, great, great plays of the 20th century, indeed of any century, but it is up there among the greatest. The play takes place in the backyard, or the garden, of the Keller household, and it takes place over less than 24 hours, quite a lot less than 24 hours. It's an astonishing piece of work from that point of view, because so much happens. But then why it's able to take such a short time for it to happen is because the history is so full. The history of the play, what has happened before, in the years before, leading up to, and through the war. It's happened through the war, the main action of the play. So, I cannot recommend it highly enough. I really genuinely cannot.
So I'm Robbie Jack, I'm playing the part of Chris in All My Sons with Rapture Theatre. And yeah, the play it's a brilliant play, it's a beautifully written play, it's a beautifully constructed play. The play is about family, the play is about relationships, and what we know and what we don't know about those relationships. And over the course of the play, you kind of discover what the family keep from each other and what they share with each other.
Well, Annie comes into the play with a really strong sense of hope to try and reclaim the happiness that she used to experience when she lived there as a child. And in the time since, there's been the war, she's lost her fiancé, and, she blames her own father for it, so she's abandoned him, and, she's come from this really dark place, whereas her youth was happiness and, the family's getting on. So she's had to find a way to be really strong and courageous, and that's what makes her such an interesting character. It's a powerful role to play, and obviously with so many other interesting characters and such a strong cast, it's very exciting. And I think the overall outcome of this is it's going to be a really tremendous production, and it's going to be really exciting to be a part of that and live out those roles every night.
Hi, my name's Trudy Goodwin. I'm delighted to be playing Kate in All My Sons for Rapture Theatre. It's quite a change for me, although I have done a lot of theatre when I was a lot younger. It's been a while since I've done some, because mostly I've been doing television. And it's so exciting to be back in the theatre. It's hard work, but it's so good to be able to go into a text and spend time on a text. And normally on television you're having to rush and get everything done really, really quickly, and you only get a couple of takes at anything. And in the theatre, you can actually take your time, and every night is obviously different with a different audience. This is also a completely brilliant play. I think it's one of the best plays ever written. I really, really recommend that you come and see it, because it's incredibly good for all ages. I mean, it's something that I think would appeal to old and young, not too young, but old and young alike. And it has quite a lot of relevance to what's going on today. It's also, in bits, very funny as well, although it's treating a subject that's very serious. It is also, it has a lot of humour in it too. So, I'm delighted to be here. I'm delighted to be in Scotland again, where I have been in the theatre before. I really hope you will come and see it.
Creative Scotland have decided to support us, which we're thrilled about, for the next 3 years, and this will allow us to produce and tour theatre throughout Scotland. So it's very, very fitting that we've picked one of the great plays of the 20th century. We've got a tremendous cast, and we'll be performing this play in Glasgow, Edinburgh, Kirkcaldy, Stirling, Inverness. So we're going all over the country with it. And it's very fitting because the play deals with universal themes, themes such as responsibility, themes such as fathers and sons. And one theme in particular that attracts me to it is the idea of idealism that is, by the course of events in the play, is destroyed. And that idea that the idealism you had when you were young and the hopes and dreams you had when you were young is, how do you hold on to those hopes and dreams as they are threatened by other events in your life and other incidences beyond your control. So how do you hold on to your dreams? And I suppose we as a theatre company have held on to our dreams, and we're now going forward, and the next 3 years, which starts with All My Sons, we're hoping will be creative, productive, fruitful, and the beginnings of a wonderful journey for us. So we hope you can join us at the start of that journey as we perform All My Sons at a theatre near you.